prime Jon Jones versus the current top 5 light heavyweights. Starting off at number 5, we got Khalil Roundtree. Jon Jones absolutely wins this, right? Like, yeah, he's got to watch out for the speed and the power of Khalil, but I think that Jon's just going to take him down, control him, and either submit him or just drown him in volume and eventually TKO him. That fight would definitely not go all 5 rounds. Next up, we have Jan Blachowicz. Jon Jones would absolutely decimate Jan Blachowicz. Like, yeah, he's got really good leg kicks, and that could be a problem for Jon, but I think that Jon's just too tricky on the feet. I think all the feints that Jon would throw out there, all the spinning techniques would be too much for Jan, and the most damning thing of all is the fact that Jan's takedown defense is absolutely abysmal. Anybody who has applied a heavy wrestling pressure style game plan on him has done so effectively. Next up is Carlos Ulberg, and this fight's actually probably trickier than people would give it credit for. I think that Carlos Ulberg could be a tough matchup for Jon. Someone who's tall, long, lengthy. He's a really good counter striker. He's a lot faster than Jon, and he will play the patient game over the course of 5 rounds. He will not deviate from his actual game plan. Now, Jon, of course, does have all the techniques he uses. He's got really good wrestling that Carlos Ulberg really hasn't faced, not at the level of Jon Jones at least, so it'd be very interesting to see how that plays out. I do think that Jon will win simply just due to his fight IQ, but it could absolutely go either way. If Carlos Ulberg's able to stuff the takedowns and keep it on the feet, I can absolutely see him winning. But I'm going to go with Jon Jones just because you can't go against that fight IQ. Next up, we have Magomed Ankalaev. Is it weird that I could potentially see Magomed Ankalaev win? Like, I'm going to favor Jon Jones because he's Jon Jones, right? The fight IQ is a lot, but Magomed Ankalaev's style does give someone like Jon problems, someone who's tall and has a decent reach, right? Jon does really well against short fighters, but against fighters who are similar height, he tends to struggle a lot more. And Magomed Ankalaev does have good takedown defense. It is hard to get him down to the ground. However, we haven't really seen Magomed Ankalaev off his back. We don't know what kind of guard he has, if he has anything at all. I'm going to side with Jon just due to his unpredictability and his fight IQ, his ability to make adjustments, but this is kind of a 50-50 one. I could absolutely see Magomed Ankalaev winning. Now, a lot of people would probably favor Yuri Prochazka to beat Jon Jones. I personally do not. He just does not have the grappling capability. This division is mostly filled with strikers for the most part, and I think that Jon would absolutely take Yuri down and just have his way with him. And you could say that Glover Teixeira got submitted by him, but Glover Teixeira is not nearly as good of a wrestler as Jon Jones. And lastly, Alex Pereira. Jon absolutely would win this. Like, this is probably one of his easiest matchups inside the top 5, just due to the lack of takedown defense, at least in comparison to Jon Jones' wrestling offense. I think he would get a hold of Alex pretty quickly, take him down. Jon's very smart. He's not going to stick around on the feet for too long and allow Alex an opportunity to land the knockout shot. So I think that Jon Jones wins probably within 3 rounds.